Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I'm coming back and I'm using the new Curvy Christmas and the dies, and I'm only using this one for this card I'm doing. I've used the paper as well that come with the pack. It comes in a bundle, and I shared half of mine with the gorgeous Catherine. Because I think I get so many papers. I buy every single one of the designer series papers actually, and I think 48 sheets. If you don't buy stuff like this very often, then fair enough, keep it. But I buy a lot of designer series paper, and I like to share mine with other people that maybe they could share again, because I know my lovely friend Catherine shares on as well. So not only do I get to have this beautiful paper, my friend gets to have some, and she shares it with two other ladies who get to have some. So it's a small sacrifice, and I've got plenty, trust me. So yeah, I've used this one for the inside of the card. Let me show you my card actually first. How cute is that? Curvy keepsake. And then I popped this on the inside and used the opposite side, so you can write your message in there, and it just gives the card a little bit more extra decoration on the inside. So I took the largest one of the stitch nesting dies, die cut that out, and then flipped it, put it inside, glued this in first, and then put the opposite side in and glued the top, and then just closed the card so I know I've got it in the right place. So it just gives an extra little bit of decoration. I might even use a different, maybe a colourful one. In fact, maybe, I wonder if I've got some in my, in my box. Do I have any more cherry cobbler going spare? Because that's the colours it goes with. I think they're real red, but yeah, no, it's not cherry cobbler. I'll stick to the colours I've got then, because I do love the red, but I always go for the obvious colours of red. So I thought, no, I'll do something a little bit different, and I found these beautiful little stars just to follow those stars that are sitting on there. And it's got your days, may your days be merry and bright. Maybe I could have stamped the Merry Christmas on the inside, or on there even. Oh, that's a good idea, just to give it a little bit of extra something. It's got a Merry Christmas just there. So if I grab a block, and let's do that in, because I've used green on the front, I'll use green on the inside. So let me get my shaded spruce. There you are. I always like to do a little bit of extra if I can on the inside. Not always, but why not? So let's just stamp just in the center, and I can follow those lines. Perfect, look at that. So may your days be merry and bright, and then inside Merry Christmas, and then this way I can write my personal message on there. Absolutely love it. So I know I always clean in between, but because you never know what color I'm going to do next. So perfect. I'm going to leave that out for a minute. So do I use shaded spruce and maybe cherry cobbler as my ink? Would you have a trees in cherry cobbler? No, but we could have the writing. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use the different color, and I'm going to use the outside as the Sahara's end. Let's do a red on the inside. There we go. I already had my pieces cut, but I'm going to pop them back in my pile. And I am going to cut my cherry cobbler down to 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. That will be going on the inside of my card, and this one needs to be a fraction smaller, so this needs to be 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. So that's going on the front, and the only reason I'm going to cut that down a little bit because we don't see all that designer series paper. I'm going to cut this down to say 2¼ inches because that's all you're going to see. You might not even see that. Those will go inside my packet. So don't waste any of this. Tell you what I did the first time round. I cut the first piece, this piece, to 3 inches, and I realised it was still a bit long. So if you don't want any waste, measure your size at the longest point and then hold it up against. It's definitely going to cover that out. It's plenty, that is, and I'm not wasting my designer series paper. Love it. So that can go away for more projects, and this one will last beyond Christmas because not everything on there. Stripes are not to do with Christmas. It's only the ones with, say, the Christmas trees. You've got one with Christmas trees, but on the other side, it's not. You could use that on any card. The dots, maybe, yeah, you could use the dots, not the other side. Again, the opposite side. That's not Christmassy at all. The stars can be not neutral as well. So use them wisely. You don't have to do speed for Christmas. So, bam, bam, bam. These are the cards and bits I used off my other cards, so they'll get going in there. I never throw anything away, especially those little bits. They come in handy for some gorgeous herringbone cards, and they make lovely cards for Christmas. Use up your scraps, and that way you won't have any waste at all. And I've got my peach tea. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to keep those 2 colours out. And I'm going to get my cherry cobbler. So I'm going to use all 3 colours that go with this paper pack. I've got my Whisper White pieces and my card base. I'll put all the measurements on the blog post under the video. So I'm going to have green stars on top of my Sahara sand. Just give that a nice little border all the way around. So I'm going to glue that down. Oh, mind you, do we have to have stars? No, but I want stars. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I found puffy paint, and it still works. I tried to stamp with it, and it does, but it makes a mess. So that's my first piece going on, and then my Whisper White large piece will go on there. I'm not worried that it's not going all the way down to the bottom, because when I add my second layer, why have I got a full one? When I add my second layer on, so I only need to cut this one in half, and yet you get little bits like this after you've cut. So that would have been from that piece. So don't throw these away, because these will come in handy for snow scenes. You can either trim that little bit off, or run it through with the die again and turn it round so it cuts them off. But you've got landscape there, so don't throw those bits away. So this is going to be for my bottom bit there, and I can pull it up higher because I'm going to have a second layer then on top, which will be stepped out with dimensionals to give us some more. So I'm going to cut this down to 2.5 or 2.25, I think. Let's do 2.5 just to be on the safe side. And then these pieces I will keep for sentiments and so on. So this can be glued down to our card base. I love it. Making sure I've got that the right way. So we're going to be using all 3 colours associated with this paper. Again, nice little border all the way round. Keep that flat. So, one piece. Let's just do this first. I'm using the largest of the stitch dies. and I'm just going to pop that on, making sure I've got roughly the same top and bottom on either side. That looks pretty good to me. So there's going to go like that on the inside of my card. I will show you now. Da-da-da-da. Or we could reverse it, because this one had it that way. I'm going to keep it the same way because because my cherry cobbler is dark, I want to be, I'll have to do it in the green again. It's okay, it's fine. So I'm going to glue this down. You don't have to even put that piece in at the top if you don't want to. Get my lovely glue on there, and I'm going to pop this, and I'm going to give myself even border top, bottom and the sides, and give that a nice flattening. Got a little bit of glue. Do a little dab under there. Perfect. I could just stamp Merry Christmas in there if I wanted, but what I did is pop that in there. I have to glue it, pop it back in there, and then close the card. So pop the glue side up, and then just close your card, give it a good rub, and then when you lift it up, it's in the perfect place. Love it. Fingers crossed. Let's try the green again. And we can line that. It looks a little bit skewy actually. There we go. And there's our Merry Christmas. You can just about see it, but it is on there. Yay. So, right, have we decided? We're going to do green trees, red stars, and that writing. So, pop the card. They're both exactly the same, 2.5. So, let's stamp our trees. And I'm going to do them about there. Perfect. It's the first time I've had a play of this, and it's lovely. And this is an all year round one as well, because it comes with another one. I can't think, it's just Curvy something. I can't think at the minute, I haven't got it with me. So there's our trees. Shaded spruce can go back. Now our stars. Oh, do I want them in red? Oh, I'm just thinking. No, I'm going to do them in this. I might do the writing. Oh, I don't know, because it's a photopolymer. Right, I want that way round. Do I? Yes. And I'm going to do this towards this top. Perfect, even though I got ink on there, I'd stamped it gentle. And while this is open, I'm going to stamp the bottom with these snowflakes, just to give a bit more character on the bottom. And then with what's left, just stamp until there's no more. Perfect. And I've got on here, I might even do a separate, one for the words and have that cut out maybe from this piece of paper. Oh, there we go, we're using it up. So let's add these cute little stars all over. Just switching them around as you go. And don't forget, some of this is going to get covered up, so that's perfect. Love it. Ooh. Right, let's do, I'm going to do the unthinkable. Where's that go? Down there. And I'm going to use the cherry cobbler on my sentiment. Let's see. Does that even go? It might. I'm sure we can do something with that. Gaynor's bugbear now is this. So excuse me while I just squirt this up. Gets my stamp clean whilst we chops and finish off. So I'm going to do that through there. Just going to lay it on my, look at this mat. And I'm going to run that through. If we use it, we use it. If we don't, we don't. We'll see. I might trim that out actually. But it takes all those dots away, and if not, just tap it and all your dots will fall out. So when you're doing your stars, I want the dots at the top. So what you want to do is make sure that the cutting edge is away from you. There is perfect. Perfect. And then you lift this out and it should leave all those little dots there behind. And if you do get any, just flick it and they come off. But there was none left in there. So now if you don't want the dots, then you're going to turn it and then put it that way. So I'm just going above the top of the trees. That looks okay. And there you go, you don't get the dots then. So there's our two pieces. Again, look, when you lift this up, there's one left edge. If you watch, just give it a flick and it's gone. But keep that piece for something else. So you could, if I wanted to now, use that line there and cut. Would that work? No. No, it's not going to work on that one. I might use it, I might not. We'll see. So let's fetch our cards back in. Put our dies away. Just keep them all safe. Love it. So the first piece, which is the top piece, that's going to be put on there. I keep thinking there was dots in there, but there's not. The holes are all gone. It's the stars. So I want to keep that out there. So I'm going to glue that down. I love it. Perfect. See what I mean there? Looks like the dot's not come out, but it's actually the stars behind. So now I'm going to flip this over and we're going to add dimensionals. Just to make sure we got enough. Tell you what I haven't used in a while, the Winker Stella. Normally I use it on every card. Now with this piece, we can add this as far down as we want, but making sure that that's in there with the tree line. I love it. Right, now have I decided what I'm going to do? Are we going to try and slot that in there? I think that would work. Yes, it definitely would. I'm going to glue that in because I'm not going to waste it. I need to keep it along this edge without going over. So now we've got a triple layer on that. Oh, it's lovely. Cuteness. Excuse me, ladies. My nostrils want to play football again. Right, let's see what I've got here. I've got little snowflakes, metallic things. I should have put that in there first, and then, mind you, I don't want to cover that up, it's too pretty. So these are all the bits that have retired, but I just keep them stuffed down here because I like them and I don't like to throw them away. Now for my gorgeous little stars, they fit on these stars more or less perfectly. How cute. That is cute. I like that. What else? Let's see. Do you know when your head goes peak tongue? Oh, let's get that Sahara sand back. And those dots, stars again. Let's just fill this gap in here. Perfect, because we had them going all the way along. Right, I'm keeping hold of that for a second. My brain's ticking over and I'm thinking. Do we add a bit of tinsel again under those trees? That would look cute. Or along there. No, I don't think so. Not this time. Maybe tie a bow with the linen thread. I just want to do it the same but not, if you know what I mean. I'm better with the, especially for the linen thread. I can control how long I want the tails and stuff. Cut that off. Where would that go? Maybe there, just above the start of the message. Oh, that'd be nice. That's cute. I'm going to put one on here as well. And this way, with you doing it on this bow maker, getting the tails the length you want, cutting them off, you don't get any waste whatsoever. So that is exactly the same to me. And I'm going to pop that again, just there. Just a small amount of glue. That does not take long to go off at all. I love this stuff. So there we have it. That's my version of the Curvy Christmas. I think it's cute. Love it, actually. What do you reckon? Do you like it, ladies? Would you give me a thumbs up and a share? That would be amazing if you did. I would much appreciate that. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and the little bell. Yeah, I do post 4 times a week now. I used to post every day, but oh, it gets a bit much. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoy making cards with you guys. I think it's wonderful, and I'd love that if someone sent me that in the post. I think that's really cute, especially with those little diamonds floating away up there. Just cute as a button. So there we go. There's my version of the Curvy Christmas. There it is. Beautiful. And the dance. I bought the bundle, so I got the paper, the 2 stamp sets, and the dies. I'm not sure if it was £65, but yeah, brilliant. So thank you for watching. Till next time, bye.